Well, this is different. I practiced all afternoon with a ladle. This feels a little different in my hand. All right, well, I assume since you've got a lawyer up here, you guys expect to hear some bad lawyer jokes, right? Now, who am I to disappoint you fine people? Y'all know what a lawyer and sperm have in common?
No, what?
Both have a 1 in 10 million chance of someday becoming a human being. Did you hear about the lawyer that took Viagra? He got taller. You guys know what a lawyer uses for birth control? It's his personality. Did you hear about the lawyer that got suckered into doing the Job Point comedy night by his law partner? Yeah, I wish that one was a joke, but it's not. It's just an awkward transition, so we can talk about Doug Q. So, speaking of Doug Q, see, I'm law partners with Doug, and for many years, I have sat out there where you are, and I've watched him and his father up on stage, and they've just always done such a fantastic job. And for several years now, Doug has basically been grooming me for this event. And let's clarify on that. When I say grooming me for this event, I don't mean like Prince William being groomed for the royal throne. No, this is more like I'm a bartender in Nantucket, and man, look at the big tip that nice Kevin Spacey just left for me. But here's the thing. I really look up to and I respect Doug, so when he asked, I couldn't say no to him, you know? And frankly, the guy's practically a celebrity. I mean, do you know he gets paid almost $40 every 2 weeks to write a column in a newspaper that we're all shocked still exists? I was going to make a joke when I was up here about Doug throwing me to the sharks by getting me up here, but scientifically it doesn't make sense because sharks don't attack lawyers, and I like my jokes to be scientifically accurate, all right? And proven fact, Discovery Channel, Shark Week, look it up. Researchers determined the reason was professional courtesy. That was terrible, I know. All right, but here's the thing. To his credit, Doug may not have realized the size of the bus that he was throwing me under when he was getting me up here, because Doug's really had it easy up on this stage for all those years. He's just riding the coattails of his father, Bob Pugh. I mean, Bob, what? No, seriously, Bob has created this comedic art form of insulting the who's who of Columbia with these barely intelligible string of mumbled profanities. The man's a comedic genius. Yeah. I had actually planned on mirroring my act off of that until Freddie tells me the act has to be corporate friendly. First of all, when did that start? And second, how am I supposed to do that? I mean, given that the F-bomb has generally been my favorite noun, verb, adverb, and adjective for the majority of my life, I had to immediately start working to censor myself. I've got a swear jar, quarter swear jar, another 100 oh shits, and the wife and I can finally take that trip to the Bahamas. And that's after I cursed myself into a new set of golf clubs, which is only fitting. If you saw my slice, you would know that's where the majority of my profane violations occur. So I did struggle though, because I wanted to come up with some original material for you. And frankly, the lawyer jokes, they can't fill up that much time because, fact, there's only 3 lawyer jokes in existence. Bet you didn't know that. Sadly, all the rest are true stories. You know, and my wife, she even tried to help me with this. One night she comes in and she hands me a book. It was called Mastering Stand-Up, The Art of Becoming a Successful Comedian. She said, here, this might help. And I just felt this absolute wave of terror. No, here's the thing is, because while those 4 words Here, this might help, may have themselves been benign. There was clearly a deeper meaning that was in there. You guys heard it, right? Yeah, they heard it here. They heard it. That message was, look, I don't have a lot of respect for you as a husband as it is, so don't get up there and make a total ass of yourself in front of these people. Don't make this the straw that sends the broken-backed camel through the thin ice that is our marriage. It was a lot of message for those 4 words. You guys heard it, right? Yeah, they got it. So, and here's the thing. I tell people that I'm getting up here to do this, and everybody, they either got a joke for me or a suggestion for what I should do. The one thing that I actually liked, I thought it was a good idea, and I thought I might try it. Several friends told me, just hit the bar, pound a whole bunch of beers before. You don't even have to prepare, just run before you get up here. Let Johnny Mac handle this problem. And if you haven't met him, Johnny Mac is my drinking persona, and that guy is awesome. All right? You give him the right amount of giggle juice, and he'd knock this out of the park up here. So I was on board with the idea. I mentioned it to Freddie, and he shut that shit down quick. He muttered something about the Bill Payne debacle of '99 and told me to try something else. So I did try to look. I tried to find maybe some historical information that might shed a positive light on the attorney profession. But those stories are kind of few and far between. I did learn, though, all right, fact, I did learn that 2 lawyers were the ones that invented the copper wire. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. Go ahead, Google it, look it up. It was one of those accidental discoveries, though. Apparently they were fighting over a penny. I kind of like that one, all right. All right. One more quick story, and then my time, and probably my marriage, is over. It's the old story about an engineer. Dies, goes to hell. He kind of looks around, and he doesn't really like the level of comfort there. And being an engineer, he decides he's going to change up a few things. All right? So he made air conditioning. All right? Flush toilets. Those little escalators in the airport, you get back and forth. Pretty soon, you get a lot of modern comforts going on down there. But one day, God calls down, just wants to check and see how things are doing, calls down. Devil says, well, things are going great down here. We got air conditioning, flush toilets, little escalator things going back and forth. We can't wait to see what our engineer is going to come up with next. My God, he's surprised. He's kind of checking the master list. Did we send an engineer down? No. He's not supposed to be down here. You send him back up here. Devil's like, no, we like our engineer. We're going to keep him. God says, you send him back up here right now or we're going to sue. Devil says, yeah, right. Where are you going to find a lawyer?